Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leila. Last year I made this video where I'm talking about 11 must-have apps in Sweden. Today I want to make another video on apps, but this time it's gonna be money related, financial related apps that I'm using on daily basis. Well, sometimes not on daily basis, but on daily basis in general. You might be wondering, but Leila, why do you want to do this? If you have followed this channel for some time, you probably figured out that I like to talk about personal finance, and I find the topic of personal finance very interesting and very self-developing. So hence I want to do this video, and probably this video is gonna be helpful even for you. You may recognize some of the apps that I probably mentioned on this channel, but I'm gonna mention them again because I think that they fit this topic. So before we get started, I'm gonna tell you what all YouTubers say. Please subscribe to my channel and all of that, and you know that liking my video is free 99. The first two apps that I'm gonna mention are Studentkortet and Mecenatkortet. If you are a student, please stay and listen to this part. Studentkortet and Mecenatkortet are apps with student discounts. If you are a student and if you are eligible to get these discounts, it's a very good idea to check these apps before you buy something, because there is a big chance that you find something with discount through these apps. Both Studentkortet and Mecenatkortet have different categories such as books, electronics, clothes and stuff like that. Like, you can find any possible categories there. Personally, I think that discounts for the electronics are the most valuable ones, but you may check these apps yourself and see what you find. Minatjänster.se is one of my favorite apps that I am using from time to time. Minatjänster.se is an app that helps you to find subscriptions on your bank account. And believe me, sometimes you find some subscriptions that you don't even remember about, but that you still pay for. Oftentimes, people subscribe to some services and then register their bank card, register their credit card, use the service for some time and then forget about it. But trust me, if you forget about this subscription doesn't forget about you, and definitely doesn't forget to charge you and your bank card. So it's a good idea to check your subscriptions from time to time on Minatjänster.se. The first time I used Minatjänster, I thought, how bad can it be? I don't think that I have any subscriptions. And then when I checked, oh my god, I was so surprised. I found some subscriptions that I didn't even remember about. I didn't use them, but they still kept charging me. So thanks to Minatjänster.se, I have cancelled them and my life has become so much better. Splitwise is a game changer and it's a time saver. Splitwise describes themselves on their website as a company that makes it easy to split bills with friends and family. And that's absolutely true. Last year I went to Abisko together with my friends. We were 6 people and we had absolutely no problems on splitting the expenses. So we booked a cabin and we decided to cook our own food. Some of us have bought groceries for dinner number 1, someone bought for dinner number 2, someone bought for the breakfast, and after that we needed to split it somehow. Of course, we can use the calculators and we could do it ourselves, but someone from our team knew about this app Splitwise, and believe me, it was so mind-blowing. I was blown away with this app. I just loved it so much because it made our life so much easier. We organized all our shared expenses and we could see in the app who owes what to whom, and that's so incredible. It saved our time so much. I just loved this app. By the way, if you want to watch about my trip to Abisko, there is a whole playlist here. Go and watch it after this video. Avanza and Nunet are very popular digital banks for buying stocks and funds in Sweden. You can also save pension there, and you can also get a mortgage if you want. There are some terms and conditions that apply, but it's not that what I want to talk about. For those of you who are interested, Avanza has 1.6 million users as per December 2021, and Nunet has 1.5 million of users as per Q3. Many of these users have accounts in both, and I have accounts in both Avanza and Nunet. Many of us know that it's not super beneficial to keep your money, to keep your savings in a bank account because of the inflation. And to explain inflation in a few words, you have $100 in your bank account and you hope that even within 1 week you are gonna have this $100. But something happens within this week, something drastically, probably some kind of crisis, and this money can be devalued into, let's say, $98. So the thing is that you have $100 but they are worth $98, and because of that I started saving my money, putting my money into investments. I put some of the money into stocks and some of my money into funds, and I try to do it on a regular basis because I want to have this money so they can work for me and I don't work for this money and don't lose the value of them. And if you ask me why do I use Nunet and Avanza for buying stocks and funds and not on the regular big four banks that we have here in Sweden. If you're in Sweden, you know which banks I mean. It's SEB, Swedbank, Handelsbanken and Nordea. In my own opinion, the platforms of the big four banks are not very user-friendly. I find that the apps of Avanza and Nunet are much easier to use, much easier to navigate there, and they are very user-friendly. So that's why I want to make this journey for me easier and not complicated, and I think that Avanza and Nunet are very user-friendly. God, how many times have I said user-friendly? Saver is another online broker for buying funds. There are two main differences between Avanza Nunet and Saver. The first one is that in Saver you can only buy funds, and the second main big difference is that it is much cheaper to buy funds in Saver rather than in Avanza and Nunet. When you buy stocks and funds, in this case funds, because in Saver you can only buy funds, you need to pay fees to the bank and to the portfolio manager because they need to earn money somehow, and the bank needs to earn money somehow. And from these three platforms, Saver takes lowest fees. Postscriptum, I'm not a financial advisor, and these screenshots that I have showed you, they are only for demonstration purposes and not should be taken as a recommendation. Remember, all investments are associated with risks, and past performance does not guarantee you future returns. Another investment app that I'm using, this time definitely not on a regular basis, is called Coinbase. Coinbase is a marketplace for cryptocurrencies, and I have placed a tiny bit of my money into cryptocurrencies because I want to just try it out and just play with the money. It's not something that I know very much about. I think that cryptocurrencies are interesting, but at the same time a little bit complicated. Just to summarize what I'm doing, I just speculate. I don't kinda invest, I just speculate as many other people do. I know that there are also some marketplaces where you can buy cryptocurrencies. For now, I am familiar with Coinbase, and I think that it's quite easy to use it. It's very user-friendly and it's very easy to navigate on both the website and on the app. Also, what I like about Coinbase is that you can make some small tests and you can earn additional cryptocurrencies. I think it's super fun to get some small amount of stellar or whatever. By the way, everything that I'm mentioning today, I'm gonna list my links in the description down below. Some of these links are affiliate links, which means that I get a small amount of money if you use my links, but it's not gonna cost you anything extra. So if you want, you can register yourself through my links, or you can just open another page and just register through a regular way. PriceRunner is another service, another app that I'm using from time to time. PriceRunner is a service where you can compare the prices of 2.9 million of products. And this particular app, I probably don't use it on a regular basis. I use it only when I know exactly what kind of item I want to buy, and then I go to PriceRunner to check where is the cheapest price for this item, for this product. Radera is a wonderful app where you can buy and sell second-hand items. I have used this app to sell my clothes and some other items that I no longer use, but that I think can be given a second chance. Radera is very easy to use and the app is very intuitive. There are many categories of different items that you can choose. If you want to sell, you can decide how you want to ship it. Is it with PostNord, Schenker or DHL? I personally use PostNord because it suits my situation and it suits my needs, and besides, during the last years PostNord has become a very good company. It's just getting better and better, and I just like the user experience of PostNord. So Radera and PostNord, they have quite a good collaboration, and I recommend you to use it as well. Before I buy something, I always check whether this company has a collaboration with Refunder. Refunder is one of my favorite companies, one of my favorite apps that I'm using. Refunder is a cashback program that gives you money back when you buy something. You can use them as an app, you can use them as a Google Chrome extension, you can use them as a website. It's super easy to use. 1049 shops, companies are connected to Refunder, so the chance is very high that you can get a cashback on some of the items that you are buying. For example, if you want to buy Adobe, they give 42.5% cashback, and I think it's one of the best cashbacks that you get on Refunder, especially for a program like Adobe. El Gigante gives you 4%, Sephora gives you 5%. Just check it out, it's super wonderful. The last app for today is Karma. Karma is a super wonderful app. I have said it to all apps that I have recommended here. Super wonderful app. Karma is a very good, super wonderful app that works against food waste. Sometimes restaurants and grocery stores, they don't manage to sell their foods and other food products within a certain time frame, and before Karma existed, they had to sometimes throw it away, but Karma has come up with a great solution. Instead of throwing away the surplus, the businesses can register their food and sell it on Karma. It's a win-win situation for both restaurants, grocery stores, and for the consumers. And also it's good for the environment, and it prevents just swine behavior. So guys, these are my 10 apps, money related apps that I use from time to time or on daily basis. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think about these apps, and please if you have any suggestions, any recommendations on money related apps, financial related apps that you are using and that you think I should check out, please let me know in the comments down below. I think it's super fun to discover new apps, and especially money related, financial related apps. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you liked this video, and I hope that you give me a thumbs up for this video as well. Thank you for today, and see you next time.